Welcome back to another makeup tutorial. This week we're focusing on the makeup from Studio 54 inspired by the Andy Warhol exhibition here in Belfast. And Lauren is my model for this one. She's a party girl and likes to wear her makeup loud and proud. So as you can see, I've speeded things up a little bit with the base and contoured. I've put some highlight on. I've done the eyebrows. I've done them quite solid for Lauren because the eye makeup is going to be very, very bold and bright. So I'm taking my inspiration from this palette. It's from Makeup Atelier. It's called T09. A beautiful selection of purples running into pink and running into a very soft, almost pearlized color at the end. And pink, it wouldn't be one of my favorite tones, but this tone actually works very, very well on the eyes. And as you'll see later, it can really merge the purples and not lend itself to everything becoming too blended into each other. First colour, we're going to use everything here. We're going to start with the light colour with a flat brush. Again, using your flat brush to really build up tone. So I'm going to start that underneath the brow because I want it really nice and strong. I want to really contrast against the dark tone of the eyebrows. So I'm building up plenty of tone. Watch how I'm buffing it into the skin as I go as well by pushing the product underneath the eyes. Don't pull or drag the brush as this will pull the pigment all over the face as a result. Now I'm going to build a little bit of colour just in here, just towards the tear duct, giving another flash of colour. So taking our next colour is some pink, only this is going to really focus all across the lid, blending this into the crease. Next we're changing brush, we're going back to our faithful blending brush and I'm starting with the third colour along here. Build this up on the brush, tap off any excess, and Lauren, I'm going to get you to look straight ahead this time. So we're going to start building some tone into the eye. So what we're going to do is start from the outside and build this purples in. Killing a little bit of the pink, but that's fine because it was looking too strong. I want this to come through and create like this pink purple tone. So we're layering colours on top of each other, so we're creating our own colour, I suppose, as a result. Finally, we're going to take our dark, rich Cadbury purple and we're going to keep this further towards the outside of the eye. So in a sense, you're getting this beautiful slide of colour, one merging into the other, each having a less prominent position as it goes towards the inside of the eye. Next step we're going to do some work underneath the eye. So taking the black kohl pencil, we're going to build up the waterline to create a smokiness underneath the eyes. Again, if you're doing this type of look, don't be afraid of your liner. Really build it up so it's nice and strong because we're really building it down because I want to start introducing some of the colours we've placed above the eye, underneath the eye. See how strong we've made it? Again, if you're worried about eyeliner making the eye look small, it can look small. If you literally put it on and you only put it in the waterline, as you can see from the other side, I've dragged it slightly down through the lashes. And this eye then begins to look bigger than the other one. So what you need to do is extend it and bring it down a little bit through the bottom lash line. And if you do this, then you're opening the eye this way. Now, we couldn't leave the black liner like this. We need to soften this like we do with our foundation powder. We put it over to set any oils. The oil is in the pencil. We need to use some powder in order to set that as well. But before we start to use any powder, we're going to take the bullet brush and we're going to start smudging this out. So it all becomes nice and even the entire way across. Same thickness the entire way across the bottom of the eye as well. As I said, we're taking powder, so we're going to set it. So I'm just going to go over this black because I want it really strong. So I'm using some black eyeshadow from Makeup Studio, working it in. And I'm going to use this, look up for me, I'm going to use this over the eye to really set the pencil in place to make sure it's not going to travel anywhere. Underneath, we want to start to fade this black line out. I'm going to take some of the violet purple, look up for me, and we're going to work underneath the eyes, bringing some of this violet colour through. It works really beautiful over the black pencil. It almost creates like an iridescent tone when you start to use this sort of purple. Really beautiful. So you can see this beautiful violet hue of colour coming through the bottom of the black pencil. Next, I'm going to add a little bit of the pink in with the violet purple. It just livens it up ever so slightly. You need the faintest little bit go through. Again, it helps to soften the colour back out into the skin again. Looking at the top of the eye, it looks a little bit weak, so I have a tendency to go back and start to just build up that a little bit more to make it a little bit more intense. So I'm taking the dark purple and I'm just going to smoke out the eye a little bit more and build this colour up. So we're going to just build up the tone with a little bit of the black shadow that we used underneath the eyes, just here at the side, so you can see how we can build up the colour, make this nice and smoky on the outside corners. Because what we're doing is this lighter section in here, this is going to be the perfect platform for a little bit of glitter to make the Studio 54 look come alive. Right, the fun part. The glitter is out and we're going to turn this into a proper Studio 54 look. Glitter is one of those products that some people tend to shy away from. I'm not using it in mass quantities, and the thing for me is making sure that I can control where I'm putting it so it doesn't fall under the eye, so it doesn't make the person look like they've been sweating all night. This is very, very precise glitter application. So in order to do this, I'm taking a mixing tray, an artist mixing tray. I'm taking some of the Makeup Studio, seal it, and I'm going to put a few drops into the tray. The reason I'm doing this, I'm then going to put some of the Shine from Makeup Studio glitter into this, and I'm going to mix it around. Whenever you mix these two products together, what you'll find is the liquid from the Seal It will make sure that the glitter does not fall underneath the eyes. They merge together, and the Seal It will almost embalm the glitter, and the result, when you see in a second, is unbelievable. What I'm going to do is just simply go over what I've already done, where I've placed the lighter colour in the inside, and I'm just going to bring it around the tear duct just ever so slightly, so it creates this massive explosion to the inside of the eye. And as you can see, absolutely no fallout with the product, and that's the main thing for me, being able to use glitter but being able to control that it doesn't fall out and cast underneath the eyes. So we're building up the mascara here, Lauren, with the maximum volume mascara from Makeup Studio to really build and extend the lashes. Again, it's something that you just take your time with. Make sure you get right into the root of the lash. Shake the brush if you need to. I tend to rotate the brush as I'm bringing it up, so it brings it right through. And using the tip of the brush, I'm doing the bottom lashes. Some people prefer to brush them down, that's fine. It's whatever way you find easier to control. So to complete the eyes, we're going to use some liquid liner again to not only make the lashes look fuller, but we're also going to add this extra little bit of drama by creating a nice flick through the top of the eye. I've created almost this really feline shape by bringing the liner quite thick, and then from about 3/4 way through, I've brought it quite thin. So it gives this really almond edge to her eyes. If you want, you can do slight flicks with it, but you know what? I nearly think it's enough that we're able to manipulate the eyes and elongate them in this shape. I'm not breaking the pink theme. I'm going to mix two glosses together. I'm going to mix this beautiful pearlized pink together. And we have to go even more glitter-tastic with this silver glitter lip gloss as well. So we're going to mix the two together and we're going to create a glitter ball lip effect on Lauren. Like some of the other looks you've seen me do, when the eyes and the lips are done, they almost drain the colour that's in the cheeks. So I'm going to take a little bit of pink and I'm just going to bring up the cheek bone ever so slightly, bringing the apples a little bit more alive to compete with both the eyes and the lips. So that's it, our Studio 54 look is complete, and I'm going to use some Fix Spray, close your eye for me Lauren, to set everything in place and get it ready for Studio 54 after party.